We've all heard the old saying that when it comes to like the school boards and across the nation have learned firsthand. The old saying basically goes, "Never get between a mother bear and her cub," or rather, never let a politicized curriculum come between a mother and her children. The voices of angry parents at school board meetings across the country are unmistakable signs um, of a crisis in American education. But these concerned parents are waking up to the growing influence in our schools of destructive ideas, such as that the demand that our young people learn to divide the world between oppressors and victims, rather than embracing the noble ideals of of individual dignity, opportunity, and responsibility. Parents are appalled by the reduction of American history to an endless exercise in identity politics and moral accusation, and they fear that the study of the American past, rather than providing the young with a sense of something larger than themselves, has become something deeply negative and a way of separating us from our past and a weapon used to sow shame and resentment and even hatred and despair in the hearts of tomorrow's citizens. And this is a fucking recipe for disaster, but it doesn't have to be this way. Um, Good, honest curriculum is not only possible, but it will come to pass. Um, yes, the proper study of American history should be truthful, but being truthful about America doesn't just mean telling the truth about our failures. It also means telling the truth about our success too. It means telling the truth about the promise of American life, which is as radiant as ever. Such a program of study or basically, it should convey that both the boldness of America's founding and the immense challenge of fully realizing it. It should teach the young kids that the good things we enjoy required suffering and labor, but the blood and sweat of those but also the blood and sweat of those who came before that. They deserve our gratitude. They deserve to be known by us. Um, it also should expand our hearts and minds, helping us imagine what it is like to live in a world that was very different from our own. It should deepen our sense of life's moral complexity as we wrestle with the fact that even our heroes have had terrible flaws. Um, Above all else, it should also shape the young Americans into informed citizens, patriots, which not the Trump sycophants, the ones that pretend to be patriots but not them. But patriots who believed in the appreciation of the past can illuminate our path forward. The study of history should seek to draw us together in respectful unity, rather than harden our divisions into implacable enmity. The great majority of teachers still seek to do those good things. Their task has become increasingly difficult, however, owing to the ill-considering directives coming down from their superiors and the unbalanced textbooks and supplementary materials that they're constrained to work with. Fortunately, help is on the way in the form of emerging curricular resources that will make their work both easier and more rewarding. And because the need is so great, there's little doubt that many such efforts are in the making. And may a thousand such flowers bloom. Indeed, several of these programs are available now or will be completed soon, and they deserve our special attention. This month, Hillsdale College launched its ambitious 1776 curriculum. The Hillsdale curriculum recognizes the American story as an ongoing quest to live up to the principles that were set forward in the Declaration of Independence. Um, it is rich with original documents and historic speeches. It guides students towards the fundamental questions of what it means to live a good life and build a virtuous and flourishing society. And it's free to download with materials for testing and student evaluation. But it will be invaluable to teachers in all grades and settings, including the homeschoolers. Equally impressive as it is, but with a different focus, is the curriculum developed by the 1776 Unites, which is the creation of Robert L. Woodson Sr., the renowned African American community activist, and he was disturbed by the ideological politicization of our study of the past, and especially by the damaging lessons that young people take away from it. And Woodson has developed a downloadable high school curriculum that highlights stories celebrating black achievement, rejecting victimhood culture, and showcasing black Americans who prospered by embracing the nation's founding ideals. Um, Finally, there is the comprehensive curriculum being produced by the American Achievement Testing, which has employed a team of distinguished historians to devise the fresh and original materials based on the best historical scholarship. Um, As with the other two curricula, AAT's materials seek to find a balance between criticism and appreciation, while providing teachers with detailed instructional support for the presentation of the complex historical concepts. A good American history curriculum will not seek to sanitize our nation's history, but it will maintain a search for balance and for the whole truth about America and a dedication to the needs of the next generation of citizens. And without a shared memory built upon a solid foundation of common knowledge, we will cease to be a fucking country, but we won't be able to pass on the factual lessons to our children or continue the honorable and essential effort of realizing an ever more perfect and self-governing union. Thomas Jefferson warned many years ago that we cannot ignore the need for such education if we continue enjoying the blessings of liberty and self-government. And the time for change is now, and thankfully the tools are at hand, but there are reasons to be hopeful. So if you liked the video, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, RBW King, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out.